प्यार है किसी और की तुझ चाहता तू पसंद है किसी और की बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक दे किसी और तुझ मांगता
because you wait for embedding the digital signals into the digital information and in a way that is very difficult to remove. And the digital signals may be tape, video, or any type of signals. And the background, what is the history of the digital watermarking? Which is the digital watermarking is the application of the cryptography. So it's a very old fashioned, but in 1992, Regal was introduced the digital watermarking term. And the process, there the two process for digital watermarking, one is embedding, and second one is the extraction of the digital watermarking. And this is where the digital watermarking is used, like microchip applications and quality assessment. Copyright protection.
Hollywood दिखेगा लेकिन आवाज में मुझे सुना है गाना का
This is my second. Digital watermarking can be categorized in two ways: spatial and the transform based. In the spatial, direct uses for the embedding and the extraction of the digital watermarking, like voltage value for audio, and in the transform based watermarking, conversion of a data to another format for embedding and the extraction of the digital watermarking. Example, conversion to polar coordinations system for the 3D models. And in the process, there are the two terms for digital watermarking. First one is the embedation that was already covered in a first review. And the second one is the extraction categorized, in which the three things: informed, semi-informed, and the blind. In the semi-informed, informed, it is a private, so it uses a very hard to bind the digital watermarking. It uses the three things: data, key, and watermarking. D denotes for data, and K denotes for key, and W denotes for the watermarking. And in the second term, semi-blind, it needs some less binding for the digital watermarking, embedding signals less compared to informed, so it needs only the key and the watermarking. And the last one is the blind or public, it needs only the key. And the second one is the robustness categorizations. In which the three categorizations of the digital watermarking: present, semi-present, and the robust. In the present, temper proofing of the digital watermarking for losing watermarking implies the tempering, and the robust against the user level operation, image compressions, and in the last one, the robust against based attack, example the noise addition to the image. These are the some algorithms overview that are used for the digital watermarking. First one is the watermark embedding in the display.
दिनेश में तेरे बिना नहीं रह सकता.
This is the decomposing process of the de-elimination of the DWT image for frequency like signal decomposing of the human visual system.
दिनेश तेरे बिना नहीं रह सकता.
And the second one is the discrete cosine transformations. It is one of the most linear transformation of the digital information signal process technology. And the last one is the discrete wavelet transformation DWT. The basic idea of the DWT for combining the taking the image into the sub images and then collect all images into a digital wavelet transformations. These are some requirements for the algorithm for. These are the design requirements for the digital watermarking algorithm: capacity, security, robustness, and the impossibility. Suppose we are going to use the copyright protections using this algorithm, these are the four requirements needs for the copyright protection: impossibility, robustness, capacity, and security. In impossibility means the invisibility. In the watermarking, there are the two types of the invisibility. First one is the totally invisible, and the first one is the distortions of the distortion of the original quality of the image that makes it invisible, or second is the totally invisible. In the first one image, you can see that the quality of the original image is destroyed, but it's visible, somewhat visible. In the second one, it's totally the quality of the image is not destroyed, but is covered by the another image, so it makes the invisible. In the robustness, which here the attacks are generally data dependence. We are using for the digital watermarking the wavelength transformation. So embedding the signal, some noise will be occurred. That makes the attacks for making the data dependent. Value change attack. In the noise reductions, lossy compressions, or the uniform defined transformations, that the 3D model being rotated in the 3D space or image being escaped. If the encoding watermark are data value dependent, then watermarking is lost and the extraction process is failed. And the simple loss attacks. This is the two types of attacks: the cropping and the smoothing. In the cropping in image, and the smoothing of the audio signals. If the watermarking is encoded in the parts of the data which are lost, the watermarking is lost and the extraction process is failed. In the reorder attack, this is the parts of the robustness attacks. In the reversal of the encoding, here encoding the 0, 1, 1 for the original data 1, 2, 3, and after the reaching the data on the destinations, it reverses the orders, so its encoding is also changed 110. Then the encoding is also changed. So while we are using the reorder, so the encoding is not a order dependent on the order. If the order is changed, then the watermarking is lost and extraction process is failed. In the capacity, we can use the multiple watermarking in a same image, and the more capacity implies the more robustness against the scenes. Watermarks can be duplicated. In the security, there are two terms in the security. If the key is lost during the watermarking, anyone can read the watermark and remove it. And the second one, security, in case of the watermarking is public, it can be encoded and the copyright information is lost. These are some softwares that we use for the digital watermarking in Microsoft watermarking software, Win Watermark, Video Watermark Factory, and the Pinnacle Studio. Now I am going to discuss show a demo using the digital watermarking, how we can use the digital watermarking.
वीडियो सब बता
There is a three process for using the digital watermarking. First one is select a picture. Where we are going to use the digital watermarking. Add a file. Select the locations, like select the image here. Then open. Second process is watermarking setting. So we can set here. You can see that in the left panel we set the text that appears in our image. Like say the text.
सब कुछ ऐसा है
Let's appear in the middle of the image. We can set the locations for clicking here, or we can also modify modify the text using this toolbox. Set the font size and font type, size and color, and opacity is used for the transparency of the text. You can see after setting the opacity maximum, it appears very dark. You can set also here choose any color for the text and set the opacity.
इसका वीडियो का नाम है watermark दिनेश.
You can also set the location where you want to set this text here, and you can also insert some images or watermark
राजेश का है.
for choosing here.
पिछले बार देना चाहिए था तुमको राजेश.
अच्छा इस पर देना.
इस बार राजेश का है.
You can also set the locations for this watermark. Actually, opacity of the image is low, that is not visible. Set the opacity. Now it's up here. Set the middle. Now it's comes to the next step for output. What is the output for this image? After applying the digital watermarking, this type of the output of the image appears. Actually, there is the 3 layers using for watermarking. First one is for image, and the second one is for the text, and the last one is for the original quality of the image. All effects are doing in on each layer. That's why the original image is not affected. When you are taking the prints, then the watermarks appear layer by layer. This is not affected the quality of the original image. So we can conclude that after using the block technology of the digital watermarking, it's a way for embedding the high frequency wavelet on our image, and it's not affect the original quality of the image. And if they use the digital wavelet, that's not affect the image processing operations.
देखिए रेकॉर्ड আছে.
जानते हो तो आज YouTube पे चल जाएगा. नाम क्या रहेगा? क्या सर्च क्या करेंगे हम लोग?
watermark दिनेश.
तुम्हारा गैस करेंगे मिल जाएगा ना.
.mp4
डॉट
mp4
MP कोड
mp4
MP4.
Actually, the layers when you are choosing the text layer, it's a save the transparency. That's it you're saying.
15 मिनट का वीडियो है. 15 मिनट का वीडियो अपलोड करने में बहुत वक्त
Options is there for choosing the like some colors also you can choose in text colors. 3 layers for the text for 1 layer. Now the image that are inserted by the whole image, that is also a layer, new layer, and the one the image, audio, image or video clip also you can set as quality is applications, then the copyright protections.
इमरान हसन की तरह
नहीं मलिका है सर. दूसरी हो. आता ये गर्लफ्रेंड होगी मलिका से.